What's going on YouTube? I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fragrances on this channel, but trust me, I also talk about some other things on the channel as well. And those things are how you can look your best and smell your best. So I'll give you some fashion tips, style, whatever you might want to call it. And I also talk about some grooming tips as well. I'll give you guys a little bit on that aspect as well, because at the end of the day, I always say, what's the use of going out and trying to smell your best if you're not looking your best as well? So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting that bell icon as well. So that way, anytime a new video is uploaded, you'll get notified. All right, guys, so I've already dropped my fragrances for the fall. On the designer side, I have dropped the niche list. I also gave you guys this year a high-end designer, which is kind of in between niche and designer fragrances. And now I want to give you some budget-friendly options for the fall. Every fragrance that I'll talk about on this list, I'll try to make sure I link these down below. And I don't think that anything on this list would cost you over $60 or so. So between 60 to 70 would probably be the highest, and on down to probably about that $25 range. So in my opinion, I think that's budget friendly. So I got 10 seriously amazing fragrances to talk about. And I want to tell you guys, make sure you stay tuned, because some of you guys are. The top 3 are the ones I really want you to hear about, man. So anyway, I'm going to run the intro. When we come back, we'll get into it. 10 extremely budget friendly fall designer fragrances. If you want to hear my offerings or what you would call, I guess, my selections for 2024 budget friendly, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's go. It's go time. Show time. Flow time. You know time.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into the video. The first fragrance up today, this fragrance comes from the brand of Lacoste, and this was released in 2017. Still, in my humble opinion, an amazing fragrance, and this one is called Lacoste L'Homme. Lacoste L'Homme, and what you get with this one, guys, is mandarin orange, almond, vanilla, and cedar wood. And really what this fragrance is about for me is the almond and vanilla combination. That's what I get the most of out of all the notes that are listed. So it's really, really smooth. Again, that nice almond touch here makes it, in my opinion, the perfect fall fragrance. The vanilla is the kind of vanilla that, you know, doesn't turn me off in fragrances. It's just really smooth. This is a really smooth fragrance, and I really enjoy this, and I always have ever since it came out. As you guys can see, I got a nice little dent in this bottle, so I've gotten some usage out of it. You know, I've gotten a couple great wearings out of this, especially around this time of year. Again, that's when I really like to break this out. So if you're looking for a really great budget-friendly fragrance, I'm pretty sure you can find this for around that $40 to $30 range. Check it out, man. This is still a great one in my humble opinion. From the brand of Lacoste, this is called Lacoste L'Homme. All right, guys, next up, this fragrance comes from the brand of Montblanc, and this is called Explorer Platinum. Explorer Platinum. And what you're going to get with this one is clary sage, cedar wood, and violet leaves are some of the main notes. Now, something in this that comes off almost smelling like coconut. It could be because of the clary sage. Clary sage can be spicy but have this kind of sweetness to it. So it's maybe something about that and the combination of notes in here that with the violet leaves is kind of giving off this almost coconut kind of vibe. But anyway, really enjoy this fragrance. It came out last year, but you can already find this, you know, in the bargain bins, so to speak. Places like Fragrance. And like I said, I'll try to link this down below, link these, but probably looking at about 50 to 55 bucks for this, which I think is a really great deal. This is a really nice fragrance, again, especially for the fall. I know a lot of times when you Here a fragrance that has a prominent note of violet leaves, we think spring. Obviously, it could work in spring, but spring and fall are two transitional seasons. So some of those fragrances that may be a little bit heavier that you could use in the spring, you could also use in the fall. This is one of those fragrances, but this is really, really good, especially for what you're going to pay for it. So a great bargain fragrance for the fall this year is this one from the brand of Montblanc. This is Explore Platinum. All right, guys, next up is a fragrance from the brand of Tumi. Now, this fragrance is really known for its high-end luggage. That's primarily what the company was founded upon, and they've gotten into fragrances. This is a really, really good one. I think it's really underrated. Not enough people, I would say, talk about this one, and it is amazing for the fall. This is called Continuum. All right, and what you're gonna get here, guys, is tobacco, orris root, suede, and amber. So this is a really nice, warm, slightly powdery fragrance, again, with that amazing note of tobacco, especially for what you're gonna pay for it. Like I said, at this price point, just really, 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 really well done. As a matter of fact, most of the fragrances I've put my nose on from this brand have been really good, honestly. Again, and that's talking comparatively speaking for what you're gonna pay for it, but this one is great for the fall. Check it out if you haven't put your nose on this one. I think this is one that you would really appreciate, especially for people that love the note of tobacco. This is from the brand of Tumi. This is called Continuum. All right, guys, next up, this fragrance comes from the brand of Carolina Herrera, and this is called 212 Sexy Men. 212 Sexy Men, cardamom, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. This gives off very gentlemanly vibes, but sexy, as the name indicates, gentlemanly vibes. Oh man, the cardamom, vanilla, sandalwood combination here is just next level. It gives you just that right amount of kind of sexy, playful sweetness that I love in fragrances. This is great for fall date nights. I think it came out around 2012, so it's been in the game for a while. But guys, this is really, really good for what you're gonna pay for. So check it out from the brand of Carolina Herrera, 212 Sexy Men. All right, guys, another great fragrance that came out a few years ago from the Versace Eros lineage of fragrances. This is Eros Flame. Eros Flame. Really enjoyed this one, guys. Mandarin orange, vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood. The main difference between this and the original Eros, you don't really get that minty vibe that you get so much from the original, but they replaced that with Mandarin orange. It works. Trust me, this one works, as you guys can see. Another fragrance that I have a nice little dent in. So I do get a chance and I do rock this fragrance, especially around this time of year. To me, this is the perfect fall fragrance. So add this to your collection, especially now you can get it at a discounted price. It is definitely worth the price of admission on this one. From the brand of Versace, this is Eros Flame. All right, guys, next up is a fragrance from the brand of Dolce Gabbana. Highly underrated in my humble opinion. And this one is called K, but this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. Dolce & Gabbana K Eau de Parfum. What you get here is fig, lavender, geranium, and patchouli as some of the main notes in this composition. What do I love about this the most? Yep, you guessed it, the fig note. I love the fig note. Fig is a really sexy note. It kind of gives a kind of creaminess to fragrances in a way. Obviously, it's a fruit, and it gives a fruitiness, but it has this kind of creamy element in it as well. I just love the way that fig smells. It's kind of actually has a fresh element to it as well. This is just really, really good. I like this much better than the Eau de Toilette concentration. So check this one out, guys, from the brand of Dolce & Gabbana. This is called K. And again, this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on this list comes from the brand of Azzaro, and this one is called Wanted. This was the original from this line, came out in 2016. And what you're gonna get with this one is lemon, lavender, mint, cardamom, and tonka bean. Oh my gosh, I love this fragrance. When it first came out, I was kind of on the fence about it. I liked it, but it was such a loud performing fragrance. All right, and to me at first, I was debating about it. I'm like, could this be a little bit cloying? But I love it now. Of course, Flanker Wanted by Night is even better than this. But this is an amazing fragrance, man. You talk about something being great for a transitional season like the fall. The original Wanted by Azzaro is really great. I especially love that lavender tonka bean combination, man. Just an amazing fragrance. Again, at this point, you can definitely find this in the bargain bins, and it's definitely worth the price of admission on this one as well. So check it out from the brand of Azzaro. This is the original Wanted from 2016. All right, guys, and coming in the third spot, this is one of the biggest sleepers on this entire list. This is from the brand of Dunhill, and probably one of the cheapest fragrances on the list. This is called Custom. Dunhill Custom. This is a hidden gem. Apple, incense, and cedarwood. Man, this is good for what you're gonna pay for it. I think I saw this for about maybe 21, 23 bucks, something around there. So good. I love the apple in the opening. It's almost like there's something else here they're not listing, because it's fruity from the apple, but there's a creaminess to this fragrance in the opening. I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but this is so good, guys. I love this apple. It's a juicy red apple as you get in the opening of this fragrance. The slightly incensey vibe that's coming in on the dry down is that with some cedarwood. And I'm almost seeming like I'm smelling maybe some sandalwood or something like that. Or maybe a slight bit of chocolatey kind of patchouli or something like that I'm kind of picking up as well. This is so good for what you're gonna pay for it. Seriously, guys, you gotta get your nose on this stuff. It's a little bit spicy as well. I think there's some black pepper in here as well, but this is so good. Get it, get it, get it. 21 bucks or something like that. Cannot beat this. That's why it's in the number 2 spot. In my opinion, it's that good, especially when you talk about the whole price analysis thing. From the brand of Dunhill, this is called Custom. All right, guys, and next up on the list, this fragrance comes from the brand of Cartier, and this is called L'Envol. L'Envol from Cartier. I don't have enough words to tell you how good this is. Lavender, honey, iris, and patchouli are the main notes in this amazing concoction. This is the EDP concentration, by the way, and man, the honey. This one is all about that smooth, buttery honey in this fragrance. The honey iris combination here is really what this fragrance is all about, is what makes it what it is. And I just can't tell you how perfect this fragrance is for the fall season. Now, if it would have projected more, it would have been even better, but it's still really, really good. It performs well enough to kind of hold up to those fall temperatures, but this stuff is amazing. Again, highly underrated in my humble opinion as well. The bottle is beautiful as well. Just check that out, man. An amazing fragrance. So make sure you add this to your collection this fall if you don't have it, from the brand of Cartier. This is called L'Envol. And guys, in the number 1 spot this year, this is crazy. Get this fragrance. It's from the brand of Jacques Fath, Paris. This is called Belle Ambre. Belle Ambre. Just get it. Get it, get it, get it. Eros, caraway, amber, and leather are the main notes here. This is so good. This is a beautiful amber fragrance. Beautiful amber fragrance. I love the caraway in here. It's a warm spice, but it gives off a spicy nuance, but a kind of sweet nuance in the fragrance as well. And that paired with this amber is really what takes this fragrance to the next level, and what, in my opinion, makes it the absolute perfect fragrance to wear in the fall. This smells fantastic. This whole collection had fragrances that were very well done, very high quality. Obviously, Jacques Fath Paris isn't a fragrance brand that a lot of people think about when you think about fragrances, but I think that's why this whole line was so underrated. Cecile Zarokian did this fragrance, one of my favorite perfumers, and she knocked it out of the park. She had other fragrances from this collection too that was, just like I said, next level. Seriously. So check this one out, guys. This is still, I think I saw this on FragranceNet for about 30 bucks. It's crazy. That's literally stealing. But since you can do it legally and only pay 30 bucks for it, so get it. It's from the brand of Jacques Fath Paris. This is called Belle Ambre. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video where I was able to give you guys what I consider to be some very budget-friendly options to look at for this fall. what fragrances did you guys have that you would say is really great for the fall that are a great value as well? Drop some of those fragrances down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now don't forget to take a few moments to what? Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.